Hello everybody, this is basically version 2 of my grappling hook design. It is using, I don't know if you can see this behind all the gadgets, but it's using the trigger handles that just came out, and it's using get positions. So this is in beta, so you will have to enable beta content, but it is extremely fun to play around with, and I can't make an invention of it, so I'm sorry, but I highly recommend you make this yourself so you can play around with it and do whatever you want. So let's get into it, I guess. Alright, so this first part I won't be doing in first person because it's just going to be me putting together the handle itself and all the components with it. So what you're going to want to get first is in props, dynamic, once you've enabled beta content, get the trigger handle. It's on the last page. Quickly spawn that in. I'm going to freeze it for now. Configure its little, I don't even know what to call that, but configure that and make sure it's detached from object. Now once that's detached from object, just move it to the side because we're going to be using that later. Next, you're going to want to get a in gadgets, gizmos, clamp. Put that right there and wire the body of the clamp to this. It's frozen right now, so I'll do that later. But for now, in other gadgets, get a CV1 rangefinder, and we're actually going to need 2 of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up with the position, kind of the trigger handle. So I guess I'll just put it kind of inside. And that looks good. And wire this to the tip of the clamp. Make the red pin on and off signal 1, and the green pin max distance. Make sure it's in meters. I know it says centimeters, but put what you want it to be in meters. So I'm going to say 999, so like a kilometer. Then configure the rangefinder. Make sure to, well, ignore players. Change the distance unit to meters. And show laser when gadgets are hidden. Okay, and now you're going to need a second one of these, and just move it maybe here. And you're going to need a gizmo, look at gizmo. And I know this is kind of to the side, it's a little hard to see, so sorry. But once you have this look at gizmo, kind of put it inside as much as you can. The second rangefinder. And now wire that rangefinder to the tip of the look at gizmo, and then wire the body of the look at gizmo to the tip of the clamp. Now, what you're going to want to do is configure the look at gizmo and make it follow the tag, whatever tag. So I'm going to say subscribe for absolutely no reason. And for now, I think I might move this camera because it's so off to be closer, and I'll put it right there. So this is what we have so far. It's basically a really fancy laser pointer. And another thing you're going to want to do with this look at gizmo is configure the red pin on it. I don't know where that is, so I'll rotate it until I see it. Configure that red pin to be 1. So always follow that object. Now create a tiny cube. I'm going to make mine black, so it's harder to see. And now configure it. Make it decorational to save ink. And give it the tag, whatever tag you give the other thing, so subscribe. So now it should always follow that cube, and the laser should always point at that cube. And we're actually going to move this so it's more lined up. Okay, so another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the look at gizmo down a little So it's still slightly above the other laser, but you can configure each one without being a pain to figure out which one you're going to configure. So it should be good. And I think the final thing we'll need is a vector gadget in CV2 gadgets. And just line that up with the first laser you have, just like this, and wire it to the tip of the clamp. And now I'm actually going to move it backwards, so make it behind the handle, and configure its little thing, just like we did with the trigger handle, to be detached from object. Okay. So now that we have the handle all set up, it's time to make the actual circuits. So I'll just wire the base of the clamp to that. Now it should be working. Basically the world's most expensive laser pointer. Now, time for the circuits, as I said before. Go to Circuits V2. The first thing you're going to need is a variable Boolean. And just kind of put that, I don't know, maybe here. And 2 if chips. So if I go if, so I get 1 there, 1 there. And now we're going to need to, well, I think first we should wire these together. So primary action pressed will go into the Boolean, outputs will go into this first one, and then the condition will go into the second one, and primary action held will go into the top if. Okay, now for the condition of this, we need a raycast. So search raycast, and maybe add that here. So we'll need a get position, get position, and get the position of this top, and get the position of this top yellow thing on the vector gadget, just like that, and make that the start position, and make the vector the direction, and make the max distance whatever you made the max distance on the rangefinder, so 999 or 1 kilometer. And this is in meters, and that's why I wanted you to change that to meters. So now we're going to need a equals. So I'll say equals, connect it to the object. A RecRoom object variable. And put that there. And wire the RecRoom object to B. And we'll need a not. And what this is saying is if the object that it hits is not nothing, so this is nothing, then we carry on with all the shenanigans that we're going to be doing later. So now we'll need a set position just for later. Oh. Set position. And we're going to wire this then to there. And the target will be, or the position, we can do that first. The position will be the hit position. And the target is going to be that cube we made earlier. So we'll get RecRoom, objects, get all with tag, and a get element. Okay, and give the tag whatever you did before, so subscribe, and make this value the target. Oh. Okay, so what this does is it gets that, it gets the cube and sets its position to wherever you hit, if you hit a wall. So we can just test this out. I believe this is the one I did. So you can see, yeah, it creates a cube right where we shot. And that's the first part. This is, again, basically just a really expensive laser pointer for now. But now we need the add velocity, so we will swing towards that cube. So add, not ASD, add not add, jeez. Velocity add, jeez. Okay, sorry. So the then from this top if will then go into the add velocity. The target will be the player holding it, and the direction is what we need to get next. So we'll get a subtract and a distance. And oh geez, I'll set them up maybe here both. And I think we might need another get position, but I can get that later if we do. So we also need a vector normalize and make that the direction. And what a vector normalize does is it sets the magnitude. So you see how we have a magnitude on here to 1. And that just makes it like kind of a little more accurate, I guess. But it does help a lot. So we need the value to go into the subtract as the difference. And the first value, I believe, should be the position. So we do need another get position of the trigger handle. Actually, I think I'm going to double check because I can't remember if it's the top or the bottom value. Okay, so I checked. It actually needs to be the bottom position. And for the other position, we need it to be the position of that cube we got. So I'll perhaps copy this, make the get element to the target position to the top, and it should be the same for the distance. But for the distance, it doesn't matter which one goes on top and which one goes on bottom. And we'll get a multiply. So what the multiply does is, I think I'm going a little crazy. The multiply just makes it so you don't go crazy fast shooting towards your target. So that'll be this speed. So I'll make it 0.05, I believe. And the maximum speed can be, I don't know, 20. Not 820, that'd be a little too fast. 20. So, I believe this should be completely done. So if yeah, it seems to be working. There's only one problem, which is that it's not strong enough. And normally, this would be fine. It's basically a rope that kind of pulls you towards a target a little. But the thing that isn't good about that is it doesn't get you close enough to where you want to go. And it doesn't do it fast enough, really. So we're going to need an add after the multiply. An add. And I'll just add that kind of there. Get it? Because it's a pun, haha. And make that the speed. So that's going to be 1. So that just, adds a little to the distance, and you can kind of change this ratio of the distance and the just power that it has. But I think I've tested it a little, and I think this is good. So if I test this again, yeah, it pulls you towards it at a pretty good speed.